We now have right around 13,000 of our viewers and listeners subscribe to the David Pakman Show subreddit at davidpakman.com/REDDIT. A couple of posts I spotted there this morning. There's a post from a user saying David's not obligated to cover the social justice warriors. I've seen him talking about this and how the right says if he doesn't, he's a hypocrite, or how he needs to criticize the left. No, he doesn't. And he said himself, the biggest way we lose is to divide. They want you to talk about it nonstop because it's the only thing they win on. My view is a little different. Yes, I think that pointless division of the left to our own detriment is counterproductive, and I'm trying to avoid that. The real reason I don't get too much into the SJW stuff is that it's quite frankly not the most important thing going on the left right now. The most important thing happening on the left is a resurgence or a renaissance, or maybe even for the first time, the taking seriously of the actual positive progressive movement within the Democratic Party. Bernie and Elizabeth Warren's role as the sort of left coalition in night one of the second debate on CNN earlier this week is evidence of that. I'll criticize suppression of speech attempted by the left. I'll criticize movements on the left that I think are counterproductive, but I'm going to criticize and cover them in proportion to how important I think they are. And quite frankly, there are lots of really great things going on in the progressive movement that are way more important and way more interesting. And that's why I don't go crazy focusing on the stuff that admittedly makes a lot of money for some online media. Just not interested in it. Another post, Marianne Williamson is really problematic. Progressive media needs to call her out on it. The David Pakman Show, Majority Report, Kyle Kulinski, and TYT need to call out Marianne Williamson instead of praising her. Following the debates tonight, this was from a couple days ago, Marianne Williamson has gotten a spike of attention from progressives and liberals alike. Here's why it's dangerous, linking to a bunch of her wacky pseudoscience comments. Listen, I know people get mad at me every time I say she has all these wacky ideas. She does. I said she did well enough in this second debate on the first night behind Bernie and Warren, but basically doing better in terms of engaging the audience that everybody else on that stage did. But she has wacky ideas. The pseudoscience stuff is wacky. And I know people have been writing to me saying, David, you need to understand the power of belief. And she's not as crazy as you're making her out to be. She's wacky. OK, that it's OK. She's not a bad person as a result of it. Lots of people have beliefs that are similar to hers. And I've been pointing out that she's been engaging the audience well. She has a quirky personality, and she has a lot of really problematic beliefs in her background, period. And I think that's all we have to do. She's going to be gone soon, likely before the next debate. Lastly, why do you think the Hatriots frequently misspell Pakman as Parkman? I actually think that a lot of it is not people who don't know my name. It's autocorrect. My instinct is, like, my phone knows Pakman because it's learned it because I type it on my phone. But my guess is that there's probably a lot of autocorrect that would turn Pakman into Parkman. And I think that it's just a funny little feature of Hatriot Mail, but mostly related, I think, to technology, not anything else. Make sure you subscribe to the David Pakman Show subreddit at davidpakman.com/Reddit.